Hi, I'm Evo Bluestein. Rita Byxbe was born Rita Weil in 1940. In my book, Road to Sweetsmill, I interviewed musicians who were involved in the California folk music movement during the 1960s and 70s. These were people who eventually wound up attending and developing the music and dance festival called Sweetsmill in the Sierra Nevada mountains east of Fresno. Rita eventually married Michael Bixby, the son of Sweets Mill founders Virgil and Edith Bixby. For that story, you'll want to go to evobluestein.com and get the book. In this short movie, Rita talks about her involvement in a very important West Coast folk music institution, the Ash Grove in Los Angeles. As you will hear, it was much more than a folk music club.
Well, I would say that the Ash Grove, first of all, the Ash Grove's inception came at the very beginning of the 60s, and it was modeled after a Jewish community center. It was a community center where people of all ages and persuasions could initiate and carry through all kinds of activities. Many centered on music, a lot centered on the people to which the music came, reading about it, history, political activity, even down to organized politics. A lot of the people who helped defeat Nixon when he ran for governor were working out of the Ash Grove. The Ash Grove, also attracted a number of very important movers and shakers in L.A., lawyers who were in politics. Plus, we were the first people to hire Bernice Reagan and the Freedom Singers. And I remember very clearly because I had a ball doing the flyer for it. I convinced my boss that we would put red in it. It was the first time I got permission to use a second color in the flyers. We were also the first to put on Chuck Berry after he got out of jail. We were the first to put on Ravi Shankar. All of that. Early 60s. It was a wonderful place. You could live your entire aesthetic life and political life and personal life there. And many did. I mean, a lot of kids hung around. It was their home away from home. One of the kids who hung around there all the time, just pulling on everybody's sleeves and saying, "Teach me your lick," was Ry Cooder, who, as we all know, has a very good grounding in traditional music, which really is owable to his practically living at the Ash Grove. It was also nice historically because everybody knows Doc Watson now in his music, but we knew Clarence Ashley, and so some of us kids could get music from Clarence. I have songs, ballads that he never recorded, for example. The Georgia Sea Islanders, we were, I believe, the first to bring them out, and a great deal came out of that, work with children in schools. In 1962 or so, I came to Fresno I came north from L.A., because I was sort of the advance man for the Stanley Brothers concert. We sponsored the Stanley Brothers. And I was supposed to go to a place called Sweetsmill that I'd never heard of to leaflet. I was supposed to meet with Fresno folk music people because in LA there was this belief that it was, a very important, very tight, very active, very good group. So I came to Fresno to leaflet for the Stanley Brothers. And I was supposed to go up the hill, up into the mountains to this place called Sweet Smell or something. And we knew about that, or Ed, the owner of the Ash Grove, knew about it because he hired, Kenny Hall was already a regular playing at the Ash Grove. I never made it to Sweet Smell. I got lost. I didn't have a map, and it was hot. And it wasn't until years later that I finally did make it to Sweet Smell.